Hi everyone, Alistair Davies here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're looking at how to stop the over-the-top move in the golf swing. So I've got some tools here to share with you. A little bit of a impact type drill. That means if you don't do it right, you're gonna smack a constraint and get some feedback straight away. And we can use it a couple of different ways, which I'm gonna share with you right now. If you are a new viewer, please consider following and subscribing. I post 3 videos a week, all in different areas, all designed to help change your concepts of the golf swing and improve how you move with actual drills or understanding of how we should swing the golf club to make you move better in the golf swing. Keep watching to learn how. So here we are, how to stop coming over the top in the golf swing. Now I've got this. This is just from a garden center. It's basically a rod to help support your plants, rudder beams, things like that. So it's very cheap, it's easy enough to use, it's lightweight. The beauty about this is the height of it. I don't really want a rod here where you'd land on top of it and break your club. This, if you hit it, you should bounce along it. Obviously, if you smack into it with a huge impact, there is a chance you will still break your club and break this rod. What we want to try and do is work your way into making this harder if need be. At the moment, I've got this just set just outside the ball to target line at an angle. It's a rough angle, it's nothing precise. It's an angle I've just set up, chucking it in the ground. Now, if I wanted to make it lower, to make it more influential, I could do that. If I wanted to make it higher, to make it easier, I could also do that. The key would be to place it where you need to influence you. It's got to put the frighteners up you a bit, but not necessarily in the first shot. Work your way up to making it harder and never put it in the position where you're going to break anything, including yourself. That's the one disclaimer here. You could use something softer than this if you wanted to, but this will break with the contact with the club. And depending on what part of the club you hit it with, it shouldn't break the club. If it's the club head that's going to hit it, you got no danger there, I wouldn't have said. If the shaft hits it, maybe a lot of speed, there might be a slight chance the shaft will break. So get it set up so it's quite a bit to the side of you. So on the downswing, it's going to be more or less the hosel or the club head that's going to be making contact. So the idea, quite simple as this. In the backswing, we obviously want to be pretty close to this rod. In the downswing, I want to be away from this rod. But essentially, if I come over the top, I am going to hit that rod on the way down, and it's going to give me that feedback. You could also, just again to help you here, is put some foam over the top of this to make it even softer again if you wanted to. So this acts as a solid ridge, and then the foam over the top to make it softer. What I'm going to try and do with this golf swing in a minute, as I said to you, is just try and feel like work this club away from that rod in the downswing to make me shallow the club, hit it from the inside, whichever words you want to use, to produce a straight golf shot. Now, to hit a straight shot, we have to have the club working on an arc of in, what we call square to in. A lot of people, when we do drills to hit it more from the inside and shallow the club, they get scared they're going to hit snap hooks. Now, you're only going to hit snap hooks if the swing goes out to the right and the club face closes excessively. I'm not here talking about the club face at all. If the club face is closing, you will need to work on reducing that rate of closure. If the ball is cutting, you need to work on increasing the rate of closure. Okay? This will be more about the swing shape, and the swing shape may influence how you control that club face through the ball. But bear in mind, it's not a certainty that both work in tandem when you change one thing. The other way of using this is we could stand much more forward like this, swing back, and then try and get our club head near it to feel the depth. And again, I would not do this hitting shots necessarily, but you could certainly feel it for practice swings to give you the feeling of getting the club head to go deeper in that transition area. Again, all good players from the top of the swing, the hands and shaft move up and away as they start down. I say all good players, most good players. Probably I would say 90-something% of good players would do that move. There are a few players that go this way, and there are some good players that like to hit cut shots. So they're going to be encouraging that move more so than the shallowing move anyway. So it's about, again, feeding what you need to give you the outcomes you want as a player. Let's go ahead and hit one. So again, swing back. Feel I'm away from that stick as much as I can. That shot there just had a nice tiny draw down the middle of the fairway there. not long enough to reach the green in this hole. Again, the hole's about 300 and something yards, and I've just got a 7-iron here. So that definitely made me feel I was going to shadow the club. Possibly I cheated a bit with the backswing too far away from the stick. I could put a secondary stick in here to make sure I don't hit that with my backswing, and it might be a shorter, more normal rod, and that's how we could advance the station to change you even more if need be. I'm quite a big fan in constraints like this, giving us feedback and giving us feels, because feels disappear. So we have to have things that allow us to have feels so we can own them and use them time and time after again. And we've used the practice swings on the course maybe to help this also. I'm going to give you a second drill to help this also. So I'm going to do this with a tee. I have a tee here opposite my trail ankle, and it's probably about 20 inches away from my trail foot. The idea in this would be I'd set up to a tee on the ground, I'd make a backswing, and then I'm going to hit that tee peg, ideally in the direction of the camera I have here. So completely away from target, almost at 90 degrees or right angles from the target. What this is going to do is allow me to change the way my club works in that transition. It gives me the feeling of moving that club up and back to shadow that club, to stop me coming over the top. I would probably do this on the course also. If we found we came too much from the inside, then I would move the tee slightly nearer to the toe of my trail foot, or even between the toe and the ball to target line. So again, it can be a moving sliding scale depending on what you need as a golfer to change and achieve. So you might start there, and if it starts giving you too many draw or hook shots, reduce it. If it gives you the right ball flight, that's where you'd stay. If you find you creep back to hitting those cut shots or slice shots, move it back again. But the practice swings on the course can be done obviously without a tee, just brushing that ground, swinging and trying to almost splash the ground, splash the water, the dew on the ground towards the camera, or hit a divot towards the camera, or your golf bag if you wanted to place your golf bag there on the course. That would be a good conceptual way of doing it, with also giving you the feels in your body to then go ahead and repeat straight away on the golf course. So have a go at these two drills and let me know down below which one makes the biggest difference to you personally. So I hope you've enjoyed those two drills on how to stop coming over the top in the golf swing. It's probably the most common move we would see on the lesson tee and certainly see in online lessons. And the biggest move people will complain of, certainly the slice shot, the pull shot, the big push slice shots. Those are the most common ball flights the average golfer would have. Have a go at these two exercises and let me know in the comments box how you get on and which one you prefer, and also any other videos you'd like to see from me in the future. If you've enjoyed today's video, please like and share the video. It really helps my channel. I really appreciate if you can do that. I would also like to invite you to subscribe or follow me. It's all for free, and make sure you hit the bell icon also, because that will make sure you get all the latest videos as I release them. Well, I release 3 videos a week on different areas, all designed to help lower your scores and improve your golf. So thank you for watching today. Thank you for joining me today at the Forest of Arden. Hope to see you again here soon.